Hello people, excuse my virtual nakedness. It's a cool 36 degrees, 9:45 in the evening here in sunny Cambodia. We are going to be looking with all the important things in the world. Today we're going to look at something from the Jurassic period. Now, there was a time when saying Jurassic period made you clever, but now it just defines you as another monkey sucking on the Hollywood teat. And if, like me, that caused you to picture an image of Meryl Streep's Udders, well, I apologise. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. It's all I care about, really. But I hope you enjoy this. We're going to talk about dinosaurs. Like I said, there's lots going on in the world, so let's talk about dinosaurs. They've taken everything else away from us. Why not take dinosaurs away from us? Before we get there, though, let's have a look at something a little bit more contemporary. This is a video of a Komodo dragon. Now, this is a warning. This is pretty bad. If you're not into seeing something, I mean, look at the image. Join the dots with what you can see there. You might want to skip this if you're a little bit human. Roll VT. Now, I'll pause it just quickly. If you don't know, the thing about a Komodo dragon is it actually has venom. There's also some kind of urban myths that its mouth's so dirty that when it bites you sort of get injured. Yeah, but they do have venom. So the chances are it's already had a nibble at this cute little baby goat. That's why the baby goat isn't doing the off. I mean, they know enough about survival to run when something as horrific and nightmare fuel as that is crawling towards you. Chances are it's already had a shot of venom and it's just sitting there thinking, well, facing its maker. So let's see where this takes us. And he swallowed it whole. Yeah. Now, what's really unpleasant, if you really need to be told, watch the way, you know when you've just had a roast dinner and afterwards you're like, oh, you know, you sort of arrange your intestines a little bit. Well, imagine you've got a living, still squealing goat inside you. Watch the nonchalant way this living dinosaur, I'd like to say, just adjusts its stomach as if to say, oh, that goat was a bit big. Its hooves. Oh, just let me move those down a bit. Check it. Here we go, look. Hang on. Still screaming from within. Watch. Look. Oh. Ah, that's better. Imagine being alive in that thing's stomach. So there's the introduction. Let's move on to today's video. Are they taking dinosaurs away from us? I haven't seen it yet, but I've got as far as we're going to watch from the point I've got to go. Yep, you're right. We've got a hot historian. It helps. Roll VT.
And after I learned the answer, I'm never going to look at a chicken the same way.
What?
Oh, that doesn't bode well. Let's check out this question. This is where I got to.
Question about all of this. And after I learned the answer, I'm never going to look at a chicken the same way.
What qualifies as a dinosaur?
And there you go. What is a dinosaur? I mean, we all, you know, we see Tyrannosaurus Rex, you know, those sort of green, scaly, sort of blood, Brontosaurus, like this beast the size of China just stomping across the earth.
Good question. It is a phylogenetic question.
Thought so.
All right, so your great.
Don't Don't talk about my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather like that.
Great-grandfather, over 10 to 15 million generations back, was a little lizard-like creature called
It's out of order. You can put a top hat on it, but you can't polish an amniote.
an amniote. Scientists think that this was your most recent common ancestor with dinosaurs. Over millions of years,
You can see why orthodox religious people struggle with evolution. It's not, it's not obvious, is it?
amniote's kids adapted, and scientists grouped up the new species depending on their different characteristics. Scientifically speaking, a dinosaur is everything from here onward, which means some of the animals that people often call dinosaurs actually aren't.
So things like pterosaurs that actually belong to a different group of reptiles, things like mosasaurs,
No.
plesiosaurs, ichthyosaurs, are also
No.
not dinosaurs.
They are. She's lying, all right? I mean, as if that flying dinosaur isn't a dinosaur. Trust me, not her, okay?
Like, they live at the same time, but they belong to different groups of reptiles.
It's a category error.
Crocodiles were alive back then too, which is
Definitely dinosaurs.
crazy. But they're not dinosaurs because they actually
are.
branched off earlier. But if everything that descended from this branch onward is a dinosaur, then that means
Birds were dinosaurs, and therefore they are also dinosaurs.
birds are not the descendants of dinosaurs. They are actually dinosaurs by the most scientific definition.
An owl is a dinosaur. That is a dinosaur. That's kind of changed your outlook on things. Oi, kid, do you want to go and see some dinosaurs? Yeah, love, like real living ones. Yeah, love to. Go to the local farm. There's some chickens. What are you complaining about? Most fathers haven't taken their kids to see living dinosaurs. Go on, you can break his neck if you want. You can eat that if you want. What do you want for dinner? Roast dinosaur. That's what we're having at my house. It's kind of ruined it, hasn't it? Can you imagine Jurassic Park? Jurassic Park is essentially a cockfight. I said cock.
Dinosaurs are still alive, and they're all around you.
Dinosaur.
But hang on. I thought that a meteor hit the Earth and caused the dinosaurs to go extinct.
That's right. So the revisionist history that I'm trying to teach you today, a meteor hit the Earth and created chickens.
But if birds are still alive and birds are dinosaurs, what actually happened after the meteor hit?
There were chicken. You know what came first, the chicken or the meteor? Question answered.
To answer that question, we gotta go to the lab.
To me.
Oh my god, this is like Santa's work.
Really boring. Do you remember going to the Natural History Museum as a kid? It was rubbish until they put you in the earthquake simulator, which is what everyone was waiting for. It's the unique selling point of the Natural History Museum. If you enjoyed going to the Natural History Museum, let me know in the comments and don't come here again.
Workshop.
This is the coolest place I've ever been.
Let me show you.
Nowadays, of course, the Natural History Museum is just full of chicken bones.
Show you some of the coolest things here.
This is a tyrannosaur tooth. Look at the serrated edges right there, you see it?
I've never understood this about fossils and that. So she says that's a Tyrannosaurus chicken tooth. But is it, or is it rock that went into the space that the bone left? Or is that a real tooth? Did they have black teeth? And if they did, you see my point? Let me know in the comments if you know anything about this.
For cutting flesh.
Look at that. That is a
This is a break
That healed.
that healed. Yeah.
Yeah, but is it, or is it rocks in place of a...
Whoa!
So this is actually really important. It's basically like kind of fossilized physiology or fossilized behavior, which is not something that's easy to find in the fossil record.
Incredible.
That's a leap, man. Fossilized behaviour is a real leap. I mean, I like the way they exaggerate their claims to fit the object, but it's not, is it? I mean, I get that a break tells you something that, okay, dinosaurs broke their bones, or they might have broke their fossils.
So
It
we,
also just reinforces these were living animals. They had whole lives where they did all kinds of things.
They went swimming, they had barbecues, you had Brontosaurus FC playing at the weekend in the Dinosaur Cup. They were just essentially humans. Now, you know that humans didn't live at the same time as dinosaurs, although the Jehovah's Witnesses think otherwise. If you look at the cover of Watchtower magazine, who's to say they're wrong? Give me a choice, I want to believe them. I want to think of people throwing spears at chickens.
Things and healed and, you know, had injuries and...
Yep, and got sick too. So this...
Now a dinosaur, your childhood fantasies have been reduced to a sick chicken. This is what the internet does to you people. It rots the truth. It's a sick chicken.
Has a really abnormal bone growth right at the end of it.
Mm-hmm. A chicken with cancer.
So we think that's either osteoarthritis or potentially a bone cancer.
I was joking. Check her out. She goes, oh.
I think that's either osteoarthritis or potentially a bone cancer.
Oh, poor thing. I mean, in fairness, poor thing, but he didn't have to go through the trauma of having a doctor tell him. You know, that chicken Rex didn't go into an hospital and go, my arms are in. And the doctor went, yeah, you've got about 2 years, best. We are going to pump you full of chemicals and radiation and make that 2 years a living hell. I'm not sure humans are designed to cope with that kind of reality. You know, do you really want to know when you might die? That dinosaur just carried on going to shopping and things like that. Didn't have to deal with the reality of that.
So if you were to...
Dinosaurs got cancer?
Yep.
We saw so many amazing things. And finally, I got to touch dinosaur skin.
The other lady's garden.
That is not skin impression, that's the actual skin.
And this is the problem. That's the actual skin. Hang on, what? That was on a dinosaur, mate. Really? She just said that. Let's just check verbatim.
To touch dinosaur skin.
That is not skin impression, that's the actual skin.
That's not. Have you noticed the way the other bird looks like Kurt Smurf-Capewaite? That's not an impression, that's actual dinosaur skin. What? And it's lasted like billions of years. Is she lying or am I just dumb? Let me know.
So you can touch it if you want, like you're petting a dinosaur.
It feels like what I imagine.
I'm not having it. What am I missing here? That isn't dinosaur, is it? Were these giant chickens covered in rocks? I mean, the Stegosaurus looks like it's got a few sandstone humps, in fairness.
An enormous chicken.
Yep.
Foot would feel like.
There you go, an enormous chicken foot with cancer.
This one...
Covered in rocks.
This is another layer of skin.
Another rock.
If you look closely, you can see there...
Wow, that's pretty impressive though. I'm trying to take the piss, but there's actual skin marks. So what we've got is a chicken with a rock for a head having chemotherapy.
Different kinds of scales.
Yeah.
Touching dinosaur
The next Jurassic Park movie is going to be peculiar.
skin was incredible. I closed my eyes and I imagined meeting a dinosaur.
Anyone else coming? Oh, look at the music. The music editor, the sound editor sat there and thought, what's the sound of touching dinosaur skin? And this is what he came up with.
And meeting a dinosaur. And then
Underwhelming.
looking at the skin, my question was,
Do we know anything about color?
Good question.
Green, they're green. We know they're green or brown or ferocious, evil, violent, fighting.
So in general, we know what colors some dinosaurs were.
In general, we know what some were. That's a contradiction.
Feathered dinosaurs in particular.
No. See? Feathered? What? A Tyrannosaurus Rex had feathers like a chicken, you mean?
Because the feathers will sometimes preserve pigment.
based on pigments in fossilized feathers, they know that some feathered dinosaurs were black.
Look at the reality. Look at it. Look at that. Look at your dinosaur childhood falling apart, look.
Black and white with shiny feathers, and some had rust or deep red colors. Skin doesn't preserve color, but they have found shading,
Look at them fiddling with that rock.
meaning that some dinosaurs
It's not crack.
likely had stripes.
We don't know if those stripes were black and white, you know, if
Can you believe what they're doing now? What's that one called? That's quite famous, isn't it? Triceratops, striped like a zebra.
they were tan and black. We're not really sure of the color. The dinosaurs that you see reconstructed, it's based on our understanding of modern animals, how modern animals are colored.
But a little creative liberty in color isn't the main problem with dinosaur depictions today. Look at this. You might not recognize it, but this is a modern animal, alive
That looks like my mate Junkie Tom's dog. He never fed him. I don't know how it lived. Well, it looked like that. So I'm not supporting cruelty to animals, but that's Tom's dog.
today if you took its skeleton and treated it in the same way that many early science illustrators treated dinosaurs. The problem here is they just
I've had enough of this. I have successfully broken your dreams. Thank you very much. Please like, please subscribe. It's all I really care about in life. Ciao.